Well, Namaskar, Adab and Sat Sri Akal. Friends, in the last video, we learned how 1% change in your daily habits can create unimaginable results. If you haven't watched the video, you can click on the I button and watch it. You will also find the link of that video in the description box. So today, we will learn how I converted my Netflix habit to workout habit using the techniques mentioned in the book. Author says, first we need to understand how a habit is formed. Every repeated behavior builds a habit and it goes through 4 stages. Number 1, cue. Number 2, craving. Number 3, response. And number 4, reward. Author says in the cue stage, you get a trigger in your brain for a behavior. In the craving stage, your mind motivates you for action. In the response stage, you take the action, and in the reward stage, you get the results. Author says to build a long-lasting habit, the cue needs to be obvious, the craving needs to be attractive, the response needs to be easy, and the reward needs to be satisfying. Better the reward, more is the possibility that the behavior will turn into a habit. As you already know, habits are repeated behaviors. Are you aware that these 4 steps are used on you to build your habit? Okay, guess it for a second, who is using it on you? Well, most of you got it right, the social media companies. They have been applying these 4-step techniques on you successfully for years to build your habit of social media, to keep you hooked on the platform. Let me show you how they implement these 4 stages on you and they build your habit of social media. As the author says, the cue needs to be obvious. So when you install the application, they take your permission to send you notifications. You keep getting unlimited notifications in a day. That works as a cue. And the author says the craving needs to be attractive. You'll be shocked to hear this, that the social media companies, they spend millions of dollars to create the best user experience, to make it extremely attractive. If you are born in the 90s, then you must have used the Orkut, the social media just before Facebook. You will know the difference between the Orkut and the Facebook. Third, the author says the response needs to be easy. Now this one is interesting. Once you install the application, all you need to do is just click on the notification and you will directly reach the Facebook or the other social media pages in seconds. It couldn't have been easier than this. And last, coming the reward. It should be satisfying. Now say it this way. You got the notification that one of your friends has posted something on the media. Now you click on the notification, you reach to your newsfeed, and that's not what you get. You get to see the comedy memes and much more, and you just start scrolling. And by the time you realize it, 30-40 minutes gone, and you are hooked to the platform. Because the reward is very satisfying, your mind always wants to come back. This is how they process your behavior through these 4 habit building stages, and the cycle never stops. Now just think for a moment, how many times you get notifications in a day? How many times they make you go through the same cycle in a day, a month, or in a year? They build your habits without you knowing about it. Isn't that scary? But don't worry. The author has given the technique to destroy such habits like a pro. But before that, you need to identify your bad habits. When I talked to my friend Bolu, he said, no, I don't use that much social media. He was living in denial. If that's the case with you, then just do this. Go to your phone settings, click on digital well-being and parental control. It will exactly show you how much time you spend each day on each application. Now, once you identify the bad habit, you can destroy that habit using the same steps, just the opposite way. Let me show you how. As the author says, the cue needs to be obvious. You need to do just the opposite. You need to make the cue invisible. How can you do that? Just go to your phone settings, turn off the notification of the social media applications. This will directly stop the cue for you. Since you have been using this application for a long time, you will still crave for it, even if there is no cue. And the craving leads to the action when you actually respond. So to stop that, what you need to do is you need to make this experience very difficult and ugly. Let me tell you what I did. I deleted the social media applications, and whenever I craved for it, I used to go to the browser, then I used to log in to their web page. Now this way the experience becomes really hard. Initially you will do it, but eventually you will lose the motivation to do all the steps to access. And when you do that, you will stop reaching to the reward stage. And when you stop getting rewards for your behavior, your mind will stop motivating you to repeat that behavior. And once you destroy that behavior, and that is the point when this habit cycle will break and you will destroy these habits. And once you destroy such a habit, now you have the time to build a productive habit. How to do that? You already know the steps. Take any habit and ask these questions to yourself. Like, how can I make the cue obvious? How can I make the craving attractive? How can I make the response easy? And how can I make the reward extremely satisfying? You'll all have different answers to these questions. So only you can decide the right steps for you. So if you really want to master the 4 steps, and if you are like Volu who wants more, I strongly recommend you to read the book once and practice the 4 steps. This book has much more techniques and everything is explained in detail. This is the secret to build the right habits and to build your life. If you have liked the content of the video, and if you think it can be useful to others, then please share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the like button and smash the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And I promise I'll keep bringing the best for you. Until next time, Jai Hind.